Mildred, Emmanuel, okay, Badmus is joining us for the first time.
Now, God, please don't be like Mr.
Oludayo.
Thomas. Don't be like
It's
Mr.
happened.
Thomas that's always calling my name. Please don't be
Funny
like
enough,
Mr.
your name
Thomas.
is on number 2 on the screen. So it's
Okay,
like
let me log out and come back again so that I'll be like the
the
last
second person you are
person.
saying after myself. Do you get?
It is well. Okay, for me, oh, honestly, it's even just few minutes. I remembered the assignment because I was in church throughout in the night. I went for a video, came back and was very busy. But when I Googled, the answer I was seeing was plenty. My head could not, except I would just be reading it out. But I
Okay,
checked
what can you
and I got
summarize?
a response. Well, the response said it is possible to forward mail.
Okay.
It is possible, and it's in three ways. It says user level inbox rule. That's for the forwarding. If the forwarding is possible,
Okay.
he said yes in three
Yeah.
ways. User level inbox rule,
Okay.
mailbox forwarding, and transport rule, mail flow rule. I mean transport rule or mail flow rule. Say, but if external forwarding is blocked, all the three will fail, or the mail gets blocked with. I don't know what NDR means, though. I didn't find out. So
Non-delivery
that's like,
response.
so he said, but if external forwarding is blocked, all the three will fail, or the mail gets blocked with a non-delivery response.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
It gave me resolution steps, but that's a very long, like a long read now that I'm not ready to talk about. Maybe somebody else should talk. Later I'll be able
Eh,
to consume it properly. So
yeah,
that's
you did
how
very
partial.
well. You did very well for your first time.
Thank
Uh,
you. It's Google, oh. But thank you.
yeah, you did very well. Like it's your first time, but you were able to get a little meaning out of what you saw. It's actually something recommendable. Do you get?
Yeah.
So any other
Yeah.
person that was able to find something, that was able to get something? Emmanuel, Oludayo, Badmos, this is your first time. Welcome. Ibiyinka, Sanusi. I think Sanusi, this is your first time too. And Faisa. Forgive me if I murder your name, please.
The name is Faisal.
Sorry?
My name is Faisal. Can you hear me? Sorry, let's carry on. Maybe my network is bad or something.
Sorry, guys. I think I lost connection there. So, Faisa, correct? Is that the pronunciation?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Sanusi, I think I'm seeing you for the first time also. Babatunde, Badmus, I'm also seeing you for the first time. So, like the routine we
Also,
had
I was here
yesterday,
yesterday.
you used a different name?
No, same name. But I joined late.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that explains it. So, like the routine we had yesterday, a brief introduction of yourself and what you intend to achieve from the training, so we can know how we can channel the training um to be beneficial to everybody on the training. So give us a brief introduction and let us know what you're
Yeah,
eyeing.
you're talking to me, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So from the closing statements you made yesterday regarding picking a niche point from either SharePoint Exchange or uh uh any of the
Any of the
platforms,
workloads? Yes.
any of the workload for Microsoft 365. So I took that in my stride, and I'm just looking towards learning as much as I can here, as fast as I can, and I'm going to try and contribute as much as I'm required to, or even more. And like you said, for now, just don't think about the money. Think about getting the knowledge and getting my experience.
Hello? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Hello.
much. Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you very, very much. Sanusi, let's hear you, a brief introduction and what you intend to pick from the training.
Sorry, I didn't get that. My network is kind of poor.
Because I think it's everywhere. Okay, I was talking to Obeyemi now. Obe,
Oh, okay. Okay.
are you with us?
Yes, hello, good evening. Thank you so much.
Hello,
Glad to
Obe.
be
Good
here.
evening.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah, if you
from
can give,
the
yeah, if you can give us a brief introduction and then what you tend to achieve from the training.
okay. I am looking forward to achieving a lot, really, because from the previous classes that we had, it was so impacting. Then I would love to learn more and to be able, just like, because it's my first time of this Microsoft of a thing, but with the way Mr. Tom just introduced everything, it was very clear and looking forward to achieving. I want to work with it rather. Let me put it that way. To be
Mm,
a Microsoft person. So I'm looking forward to getting a lot from this class. Thank you.
you're welcome. Thank you so much. All right, Badmos, let's hear from you. Brief introduction and what you intend to get from the training.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Goldins, so you can just say Goldins.
Okay,
In
good
the
afternoon.
Microsoft support space, we address everybody by the first name. So until you get used to it, you can just call me Goldins.
My name is Tony Badmos, though I joined the basic class and I had interest in making career on this path to look for a suitable one. So that's why I joined the advanced class so that I can learn more and be able to defend or impute my contributions on any field I find myself. I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Do you have any knowledge of Office suites, Office 365, anything at all?
Yes, I have a brief knowledge. I did my IT in a company that does that, I think for about 6 months. So that's where I had my first encounter with Microsoft.
Mm, that's good. That's a good one. What about you, Amy and okay, welcome, good luck. What about you, Amy? Any previous knowledge?
Not at all.
All right. Fisher, what about you? Any previous knowledge? Okay, I think it's network. All right, you're welcome. Good luck. Without further ado, I think this is 5:17 already, and we have a lot to cover. So yesterday we did a brief introduction into our week 1. Can everyone hear me? Can
Yes.
anyone hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yesterday we did a brief introduction into the exchange or into week 1, where I showed everybody the Exchange Online architecture or the Exchange Online Admin Center. I also tried to give you an overview of what it looks like, what each parameter does, but we didn't go in depth. So I believe in your course outline, we have been able to understand what Exchange Online is all about. It's all about sending and receiving emails. You've also seen the Exchange Admin Center. So today, we'll go into the Exchange Admin Center and then we'll work with roles and permissions. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So give me 1 second. Once I launch my space, I'll share my screen. So apart from me, Joel, no other person attempted the assignment. Emmanuel, anything for us?
I responded now. I said I did that. I confirmed that of course it is possible. The possibility was what I confirmed. So I don't know. I guess it was the network or something, but I was responding. Probably you didn't hear me.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to launch my space. My interface is kind of choked up with a lot of tabs. Just bear with me.
Sir Golden.
Yes.
So
Yes.
in what I saw, one of it stated that the best practice for it is not to enable it, that it could lead to a data loss risk. So I was wondering then if this is what it is recommending, then what's the point doing it or trying it out if it can lead to data loss? As a like it said, don't enable open external forwarding. It's a data loss risk. But it gave what to use in it. I was like, if it's going to cause a data loss, then there's no need to.
Why would people do it, right?
Yes.
All right. Now this is it. Email forwarding or automatic forwarding is a procedure whereby you try to make information available for even persons who are not members of your organization. For example, an organization is active, but the IT team is outsourcing in the sense that they are hired from outside. So it's like a different company on its own. And then they want to be getting information with regards to an activity on a mailbox. Do you get?
Yes.
So you can create an auto forwarding on that mailbox to that particular person, just one person.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yeah. So it is not like you're doing everybody. You are just pointing it to one person. But some companies actually do open forwarding. It is what they want you to configure for them. It is what they open the ticket for. There you get. So can you see my screen? Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So today, all right, nice. So today we'll be looking at exchange rules and permissions. So for exchange roles and permission, you look on your left navigation and you click on roles and you go to admin roles. Now, these roles, they are not actually the main admin roles in a Microsoft environment. They are just additional configuration for what you can access. For example, let's say you want to do a content search. I know you guys did content search in your beginners class, like a brief intro into content search. Can anyone remember?
Yes.
All right, nice. So we did content search. Now, before you can do content search, even if you're a global admin, there are some rules you need to get from here, like compliance administrator or the e-discovery. So they are like additional capabilities that provides you access to a number of things in the Microsoft environment. They are not so significant in some configuration, but they are necessary for you to be able to get access to some configuration. Do you get? It's just a read and get kind of information on the rules. It's not like you must have it before you do some things, but you need them to get past some kind of gateway. Do you understand? So you can actually take your time to just go through it. It's not something we can really tell you if you have this is the extent. But I can tell you if you have a global admin, this is the extent. If you have exchange admin, this is the extent. But when you are doing your configuration, Microsoft environment will point you to what you need this for. Do you get? Now, for information protection, you need the global admin, you need the exchange admin, then you need this for the DLPs, information protection admin. Your global admin can give somebody this one. Do you get? But you also need it for extra configuration if you have the license in the DLP space. Then you have information protection analysis. So after generating your information and you want to do analysis, you will need this role. Now, your global admin can also do this role. But so that you don't get error, you can just add it to your admin configurations. Do you get? And the list goes on. So most times, in as much as you need the rule, you can start your configuration and then the system will point you to where you need it. Are we there?
Yes.
All right. So there are some things we will not dig deep in. The reason is because they are actually needed when you are doing troubleshooting, like these rules and permission. So when we get to where we need to get our hands dirty, then I'll bring you back here. Is that okay? Now, let's go to this part is actually where I want us to look deeply into the mail flow. Like I told you yesterday, mail flow has to do with how emails go in and come out of your environment. Do you understand? Now, under mail flow, we did message trace yesterday. Then we looked a little into rules. And then we spoke about accepted domains and then connectors. Now, let's go into accepted domains under mail flow. Now, accepted domain is an aggregate of all the domains that can send and receive emails in your environment. They are the domains that can send and receive emails in your environment. Now, for example, if a domain in your environment is just active and it cannot send and receive email, the first thing you check is to come and check if it's already enabled as an accepted domain. And the ability to enable it as an accepted domain is publishing all the records and waiting for it to propagate. Microsoft will go and verify, and then you get your accepted domain. Now, there are some instances where a customer will have a domain in the environment. It will not be showing here as an accepted domain. Most times the reason is because that domain is not fully removed from the previous tenant. Are we following? It will not show here because you can have one domain in 2 tenants and be able to send messages from the 2 of them. So accepted domains are actually domains in your environment you can use to send and receive emails. That is the background. Are we there?
Yeah.
Now, if a domain is not registered as an accepted domain in your environment, even when it is showing in the domain interface here, even when it is showing as a domain or a custom domain here, and on the other side, even though it's showing healthy, and on this other side, it is not registered as an accepted domain, you cannot use it. It will not work. The system is going to block all activities. So first of all, the system needs to accept that domain. That's why it's called an accepted domain, and then allow it to send and receive emails. This takes 10 to 48 hours because it also follows the configuration for the domain registration on your tenant.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And how are we going to now make the domain that we've added to be accepted now in this configuration?
Okay. Now, for a domain to be accepted in your environment, you have to first of all add it to your environment and publish all the records Microsoft provides for you. All these records. Don't worry, it's going to propagate and show. So once you publish all these records, Microsoft will go and verify. Just give it 1 second. Okay. So Microsoft will go and verify. If those records are not complete or they are not fully published, these are the records. They are not fully published. It will not be an accepted domain. Are we following?
Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, before when we added the domain from the start under that domain, then we must have finished the configuration, adding the all those TNTS, for you to be able to configure the domain. So when you say fully is it published? I don't know. So
Yes,
I really
published.
don't. Okay.
Well, let me show you something.
All right.
Maybe it will help you understand. I don't have a domain right now, you understand? So let me show you something. Trust.com. It is not a domain I own. It is just a normal. Then I'll tell Microsoft, use this domain. Now Microsoft will tell me, okay, you want me to use this domain? Go and publish this. Do you see? Microsoft will say, add the TXT records to your domain DNS records. Do you get? Then I'll tell Microsoft continue. Then they will give me this ownership record. This is the first TXT. It is ownership. It is called ownership TXT. It is after this, you will get the MX, which is for sending and receiving, the second TXT, which is also SPF for protection, and then CNAME for auto discover. Do you get? Yeah. So now I will say Microsoft. Now I didn't publish the domain. Do you understand? I didn't publish the records rather. Then I'll tell Microsoft, go and verify. Now Microsoft will tell you, we didn't detect that you added this record to Tristan. You get? Now let me show you. Let's go back to domains. Do you see? Tristan is added here as a domain, but it's showing incomplete setup. So it is appearing as your domain, but you have not set up this complete setup. Do you understand?
Yeah. I get that.
Yes.
Under this domain, let's say
Yeah.
we've completed all the setup. Now, you made mention of the accepted domain. So I'm now asking, let's say we've finish up all the configuration setting under the domain, any domain we wants to add. So now for
Yeah.
the accepted domain, so how am I going to, from this published domain now where I've already set up or added the domain I wanted to add it under the normal domain.
Yeah.
So how am I going to make it
Yes.
accepted under this place? That's my question.
All right. You don't add it automatically here. It comes by itself. It's a
All right.
system synchronization. Do you get? Once you've done your due diligence here and it shows healthy and you're able to send and receive emails, it automatically comes up here. So this interface is automatically synchronizing with this one.
All right.
So if these domains here are not fully configured, the reason this is showing possible service issues is because of DMARC, DKIM, and SPF, which is TXT. But since the MX and the CNAME is also set up, meaning part of the configuration is also up, you can see it on accepted environment. Another thing is this. It can be showing possible service issues, but it has worked before. Do you get? Let's say, or this is a little diversion though. There is always a time in the life of a domain where there is a need to revalidate. What do I mean? You have published your MX records before, your TXT records before, your CNAME records before, but at some point, your domain providers will want to revalidate where your domain is really hosted for emails. And then your MX, your TXT, and your CNAME will now show possible issues. What they only want is for you to take the Microsoft domain records, take them to your registrar, and then publish them. Once you publish them, it will show healthy again. That is what they're asking me to do for TXT. Do you get? Once that is done for TXT, it will show healthy again. Do you understand now?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. So let's continue with our mail flow. So under mail flow, we are still on accepted domain. Accepted domains are domains which are fully configured for sending and receiving in your organization. Now, when it comes to connectors, connectors are actually like a pipe, a drainage pipe, or a water pipe that connects or that helps you channel email in or outside your organization. It can be from your organization to Gmail. It can be from your organization to another tenant. It can also be from your organization to an on-prem environment. I told you guys what on-prem is yesterday. It is like a physical server room, but a Microsoft server room. So now what you're looking at is the online version of Microsoft email configuration, but there is one that was happening before where you configure the server by yourself in your environment. For some of us that have worked in big companies, like in tech companies, in IT companies, in telecommunication companies, you hear people say, almost server don't go down. I'm go check server room waiting up. Has anybody heard about server room before?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like a physical configuration. Yeah. Now, what we are seeing now is we being a part of somebody else's server room. It is called Exchange Online, but it is actually somebody else's server room that we are using. Do we follow? So now, like a connector is like a sewage pipe that helps you configure a communication between your organization to maybe another Microsoft organization or to another email provider, for example. Let's add a connector. So now, if you see, the connector is from where? Your organizational email server. Do you get? And then you go next. You can click on your name, or you can give it a name rather. Codings. And then you add.
I don't know if you are sharing. I can't see your screen. Good evening.
Good evening. Who is that?
Victor.
Sorry? Victor.
Yeah.
What's up?
I can't see your screen. I don't know if it's from my end.
Oh. Okay. Is any other person having the issue? Another person experiencing blur screen?
Can you move your cursor? Let's see.
Are you still having the same issue?
Your cursor is not moving on my own screen.
Can you move your
I
cursor?
guess it's probably frozen or something.
Yes, I can move my cursor.
The
Let
cursor
me
can
go.
move, right? Let me
Oh,
stop
okay.
and then reshare.
Okay, I think, okay, start moving again, but
You guys can still see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes.
Can you see it now, Victor?
Yes.
All right, good.
Yes, I can see.
Okay. So you configure with your domain, or you configure by IP. Do we understand?
Yes.
All right. So you configure by domain, or you configure by IP of the receiving organization. And once you do that, you click next and you enable. This is my test environment.
But
No one will use.
where,
Okay.
where will they get the IP? Sorry.
So you get the IP from the company you want to send it to.
For instance, now this particular one, where is the IP located? If you are the one to send it to another organization.
Now a connector is like channeling email. It allows email to come in from other organization. So if you add their IP here, they are able to send you email. And their IP is an identity. Now, let's divert a little. Now, your domain, what your domain records do is they help you send and receive email. But this sending and receiving actually converts the transmission via an IP. Do you get all your MS records, TXT records? They are all converted into an IP. It is your IP that is your identity. So regardless of you using a domain or using IP, they are still seeing your identity as the person sending and receiving email. Do you understand? So you get your IP from the person you are trying to get a connection
I
with.
think, yeah, no, I think what he's asking is, for instance, another organization is the one now requesting for our IP now. They wanted to add those to their own, system. So that's what that. If how can we get our IP now from here to send to them?
Okay, is that what you're trying to get?
Okay. You can go to MX Toolbox.
So you
You'll
go
get
to
it from
MX
there.
Toolbox, then you can get your IP from here. G96. .com.ng. Okay. So you see your IP address. Can we see?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
get your IP address from here and then you send it to them. Then they can configure whatsoever they want to configure and then send it back. Is that clear? Do we understand?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're
You
welcome.
type in
You're
your
welcome.
email and be able to get the IP.
Just type in your domain. Just your domain. Do you get? Yes. Once you just type in your domain, you get your IP identity. So I really want to brush up some of the topics so that we can do a lab, maybe 1 or 2 labs. Everybody can touch it and then we proceed. Do you understand? So the next one we'll be touching is DNS records. So like I said before, DNS records are actually your records for identification, authorization, and validation. Now, MX, the issue with all the main reason for MX, just like in your secondary school, you have sanitary prefects, social prefects, punctuality prefects, everybody have their own job. Do you get? Now, the MX record, it is strictly for your sending and receiving email. This one, your MX records. TXT records, which also serves as SPF records, is for protection, email protection against spammers and those doing email phishing. CNAME records is for auto discover. Whenever your emails, your Teams messages are worked on, they will reverse back to you as the person who owns them or who owns the domain.
Can you go over it again? Thank you.
Okay.
Please,
MX
please come
records.
again. Please come again. Please come again.
MX records is for email sending and receiving. So you can actually just have MS records publish and then you can continue sending out your emails. But your emails are not protected. And also auto discover, which helps a number of features like knowing your identity, allowing Outlook to work. You get, it's not active,
Okay.
but your emails will be working. Are we following? So now I am going to, like I told you yesterday, let's get a domain and then we will publish all the records. Then you see how you can publish your records. Do you get? Then you see how a domain is actually added to an organization. And then we will create users with this domain. Depends on how my domain providers propagate the changes. And then we'll create users and then we will test email sending. Are we following?
Yes.
All right.
You're going over the record, the MX, TXT, and then
yes. So I'm going to let me get a domain.
Go right again.
Oh, okay. MS record is for sending and receiving. TXT is for protection.
Okay.
And then CNAME is for auto discover, for identity. Like if you want to open Outlook, it is your CNAME that will help you open Outlook on the web. If your CNAME is not there, it's going to give you an error. CNAME also allows the whole world to know that this domain belongs to this person, to auto discover your identity. Do you get?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. So right now, let me try to get my password to my domain hostess. And then let's try to get a domain. Bear with me. Okay. Google hosts. So domain hosters or domain registrars are actually people who sell domains. They are actually people who sell domain and register domain, googlehost.com. Okay. No, not Jeffrey.
So, Godwin, is it different from the Q server we talked about in the beginner's
Yeah,
class?
that's correct. Q server is one of them. We have Q server,
Okay.
we have Namecheap, we have Wix, we have GoDaddy, we have a lot of them. Let me see if I can get the Microsoft
There's
page that will show
Gigalia as
you.
well.
Yes. So we have a whole lot of them. There's a page where you can see them. Microsoft always try to read where your email is coming or where your domain is coming from, and then it will show you a whole list of them. Okay, I think it's from here. Others. Okay, these are some of the ones. Can you see my screen? These are all domain registrars. Bluehost, Cloudflare, CNDNS. You should be able to see Q servers here. GoDaddy, Google Domain, Hi China. Where is Q? Okay, Q servers, they're not listed here. But Q servers is one of them. There are some funny names you will even see, and you'll be like, oh, how did you even find these people? So this is not all of them, but Microsoft is trying to read where my domain is coming from. And the possible places it's seeing them are all these domain registrars. That's why you're seeing this. You get.
So please,
Okay.
in all these lists, is there like, when there are a lot of products, there's one that will be the best in the market. So is it related to this kind of is it related to this aspect among all these names? Which one is most authentic, best to be used, that be most preferred to be used, or they are all the same? They all do the same work. There's no
They all
best.
do the
There's
same
no.
work.
Okay.
Now, the way they serve you is how you choose best. Why is this thing doing what it's doing? Google host. There's no
So
best.
can
Like
I?
this Google host. Okay, yeah, you can chip in.
Okay, so I think what she's asking, based on what I understand from what she asks, is if they're like doing, because this is Ugo hosts and this one is GoDaddy, if like one domain is better than another one. So basically,
Yes, that's something.
the domain are all the same. If you buy a domain now, idoko.com, if you buy it from GoDaddy, you will not be able to buy it from QServer again,
Another provider. Yeah.
because you are the only one
Okay.
that can access it in the world,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So what makes it different is the domain. They call it, is it suffix or prefix? Which one? That is
Office
.com.
is in the back.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
So
office. Yeah.
.com. So what makes them different is .com, .uk, .com.ag. You understand? So that's what makes them different.
Yes.
Depends on what
Okay.
you want.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
Some other people they choose domain registrars because of the cost. Do you get?
Okay. Yes.
Now, this Google host now can give you a domain, your own domain, for as low as 500 naira. That's why I went there. Now, it was actually for a customer's issue. Do you get? So I cannot go and be spending 20K to go and be buying .com when I have Googles that will give me name dot this and. Do you get? So
Yes.
I went to Googles because of their price. So if I'm getting a very cheap price at Googles, why can't I follow them? I'll follow them anywhere, even inside river. Do you get? There are others. When I bought the first one, yes. Now let me even shock you. When I bought this G96, Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get my login details for Google Host. That's why I'm kind of trying to divert a little. Now, when I got my g96.com.ng, it was for 2,100. Now, when I'm trying to renew, because your domain registration or domain fee is for 1 year, but you can do more than 1 year, but at least it's 1 year. It's not like Microsoft licenses where you can do 1 month, you can do 3 months, you can do 1 year, 3 years. No, a domain registration, at least it is 1 year. So when I bought my first domain, which is G96 from QServers, it was 2,100. On renewal, they are telling me to pay 18,000. Do you get? Now I want to renew second time, they're telling me 18,000. So I was like, why would I pay 18,000 naira? Let me just go to another domain provider. Like Thomas said, you can actually go to another domain provider to buy that same domain. So when I went to Ugo, I saw that same domain available because I have not renewed it in QServers. I saw it available for 3,000 naira, and I bought it from Ugo. Do you get? So that's why I'm with Ugo right now. So on my next renewal, and Ugo is telling me I should pay 10,000. I'll just go. Maybe I'll go to Namecheap and go and look for that. I'll look for another domain and I'll move ahead. Who lose?
Sorry,
So why are they now changing the price?
Do you know why their prices are that different?
Now the reason the price are high is because they want to do business. Do you get? Now they feel you are so synced into that domain, you must renew it for your business identity. For example, let's say you have a company like let's say UBA Bank, and then you are using uba.com, uba.com, uba.com for 1 year, 2 years, and your company is growing so large. Everybody will want to tap from your money. Do you get? So after 1 year, they'll feel you cannot do without that domain. Not now forgetting that you can actually go to another domain provider and get that same domain, and then they'll skyrocket it. If it is a company that wants to stick with this domain provider, they will pay that 18,000 naira. Do you get? But mine is just for a test. Mine is just for test and.
So I have another question relating to that.
Yeah, sure.
I have another question relating to that. So domains are hosted on servers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the servers they are hosted on, like your domain provider, they are hosting your domain on their own server.
Yeah.
Do you think those servers that they are hosted on, does it count for one of the reasons why price differences, why their prices differ?
Yeah, that can also be a reason because they've been hosting you for a very long time. But one of the major reasons is because they believe you've grown your business. Because I happened to, I had a friend who worked with, what was this people? And they will tell you that it is business. They feel you now have the money and your business is growing, you need that identity. Because truth be told, if you're a businessman and you keep changing your identity left, right, and center, a lot of persons will feel that you are not authentic. The integrity will not be there. Do you get?
I think maybe the major solution to that, when you are doing your first subscription, since you can pay like 10 years ahead, you just pay or they don't do like 5-10 years at the rate of 500 you said initially. You just pay for 10 years.
No, the first time was 2,100.
Okay, that's 2,000. So can you pay for 10 years straight without when you were doing the registration with them?
I didn't see. I only saw 3 years.
Okay.
I only saw 3
So
years.
on QServer, where about mine? Yes, you can.
Digital. So then it was during training like this. that I bought my domain, and then I bought another one while I just joined Tech Experts just to check one or two things with regards to what I've been taught. Do you get? So domain can be purchased from anywhere, and if you notice that there's this price hike in one of domain providers, it is allowed for you to go to another domain provider and buy that same domain. Now, why you are able to go to another domain provider is this. It is just like which, what will I say now? Oh, okay, you see this agent in houses, house agents. 50 people can know about a particular house. It is the agent that brings the actual person that wants to rent it that will take that same house. That's correct, yeah?
Yes.
That is the same thing with your domain hosting.
Please, sorry, I don't understand something.
Okay.
I want to be clarified on something. Sorry that we are asking too many questions.
Don't worry, I'll always tell you it is your money. Ask question.
Okay, please correct me. I thought it was said, I don't know if it was you or Mr. Thomas. I can't, because people's voice is the same. So I have to look at who is talking to know who is talking. So I don't know. So I think it said it's if you buy it, it's only you that it is for. Nobody else can get it.
Now this is
Now,
it.
okay,
Yes.
sorry, let me quickly ahead. So I don't know if that's true, but if it's true, and you say we can go to another domain that is cheaper to buy that same domain, will it be possible? Because would it look like someone is trying to hack? No,
Now
when
this is it.
Your
Let
we are
me
having,
subscription is already finished.
let me
that's why I'm asking this question, because like social media now, there's a two-factor authentication, so that somebody else cannot get that same account you are using.
now
So that's why I'm asking.
once a domain expires, it is no longer your property until you pay.
Okay, now I understand.
It is no longer your property until you pay. What is all this now? Okay, I think we are in.
Okay, so Idoko, as long as your subscription is valid, right, and that domain is not expired, nobody can purchase it. The only thing that gives anybody opportunity to be able to purchase is if your subscription gets expired. Because once your subscription gets expired, you no longer have ownership until you renew it. Exactly.
Okay. I'm terrified now. Thank you.
Nice.
Sorry,
nice.
please. I want to add something regarding the domain expiration. So when your domain expires, you will have a grace period to buy it back for a bit to renew it rather before it goes to the markets for purchase. So that's
Yes, that's true.
Okay. How long is the grace period?
I think it's 30 days.
Okay.
About depends on your service provider as well. At least 2 weeks.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. There's something called domain security.
Domain security.
Yes.
Okay.
I think when I'm buying a domain now, you will see it. All right. So these are my two domains. This one inside my Google platform, and then this one is the one you've been seeing. Active to expire 0. So let's see if we can buy domain. Register a new domain. Okay. So let's see if I still have small money here. All right. So let's get a domain. So advanced class 1, right? This is the first class, right, Autonomous? Advanced class 1.
Yeah.
Name.ng. So now they will want me to check if this domain is available on the word. So domain is available and the price. Do you see? Price is 500 naira. Do you see? So it's available. And the price is 100 naira. Now,
before you answer that question, sir,
yeah.
so good. Sorry. I just want to add something. Now, if you're looking at the domain prices there now, can you please scroll back to the domain prices?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you notice that .name.ng, .com.ng, .org, they are different prices.
Yeah, they are very expensive.
Yeah.
.b
Those the domains that come with .com, .org, .app are the most expensive ones you find, because those ones lead you to what's it called? Those ones are global. Domains that are .com.ng are only within Nigeria. I don't know if I'm making sense. So those things determine the price differences sometimes as well. So in a situation where people are doing business of reselling domain names for that reason, you see that the prices still be different.
Yeah, that's correct. And thank you so much for adding that.
So what he's saying in
How am I
essence
going
now is
to
that, like,
transfer?
if I just want to get a domain as a starter for my business, I can go for the one of .name.ng if it's not yet
Yes.
global. And if I
Yes.
want something global, I can go for .app
.com,
or
.org,
.africa.
.online.
Okay.
.africa is Africa. .app, .ng
Okay.
is Nigeria. Do you get?
All right.
Okay, so let me
Okay.
also put my small input. So let's say your business now is focused on Nigeria. You understand? You are not thinking about it like maybe selling your product outside. Let's say it's Gary you are selling and it's only Nigeria you want to sell it to. You can just go for .ng, right? So
Okay.
if you want
Okay.
it to be global, like you want your business like, or your vision of your business is like the whole world. Let's say for instance now travel business.
Yeah.
You want to
Global.
use .com. You understand? So that's just it.
All right. Thank you.
And
So,
the more suffix, the lesser the price. So if it's .org.ng, the price will be lower. If it is .org.ng something, the price will be lower. You understand?
yes.
So sorry. If I want to transfer the domain, is just to cancel the subscription or what? Or how am I going to do the transfer?
You can cancel the subscription. Just reach out to your domain provider, cancel the subscription. Or you can go to your Microsoft tenant where that domain is housed, and then just delete it from here.
After the alert.
So deleting it from here, you still have to cancel it.
See, after the alert has been done. So
Yeah,
you
so you
cancel
still
it
have to
from
cancel
here
it.
and then delete it from there. Now, the reason for you canceling it, you can actually leave it. Do you get? So if you delete it from here, then you go to Hugo's. I'll show you. You go to Hugo's, AutoCAD. You go to Hugo's and then you remove all the records. Where is this? Where's my domain now? See, you see ID protection, 9,000 naira for 1 year. Yeah, I no get money for ID protection. Okay, let's continue. So if you go to Hugo's, remove all your records and then cancel all your this thing. Cancel all your, you delete the domain from here, go to Hugo's, remove all the records. Then another person can add it to another environment. Because if you have a domain in Microsoft, I tried it. If you have a domain here, and then you go to Hugo's, remove all the records. I'll show you the records. VAT summary. Okay, let's go. Remove all the records. Microsoft is going to show you an error that says that domain is already added to another environment. You must accept the terms and conditions. Here's the terms and conditions. Okay. Do not apply any credit to my credit from my credit balance. Okay. Microsoft will tell you this domain is already somewhere else. Go and remove it from there. And then you have to remove it from there and then clear your records, or you transfer it to the person. I've been able to get the domain. The next thing is to add the domain. Okay, 3 domains. Yeah, okay. So this is my domain. What the hell? Who goes? Don't play with me. Manage DNS. Okay. So now once you land on the page, you can go to manage DNS. It's not showing yet. It's supposed to show here. So active. Why? So one of the reasons a lot of persons don't use you people. Stress me on top my own domain. Still not showing.
Click on that add DNS zone. Listen. See the add DNS zone on your right.
Name, IP.
That's not it.
DNS. IP address, confirm. What IP address? Variable. Edit DNS. All right. Maybe I'll figure that one out later. Let's just work with this one on the tenant already. So I'm just wasting time. So now, once you get into the interface, you look for where it says manage DNS. And then you will see all your records. This is your CNAME, this is your TXT, this is your MX. So this is the first TXT I was talking about for ownership. It always looks like this. It is not the same, but it is of this nature. Microsoft equal to Microsoft, then a couple of numbers. Do you get? This is the first ownership record rather. And then this is MX, the way it shows in your environment. And then this is CNAME, also discover record. So once your records are having issues, and then you see possible issue on MX, your emails will not work. They cannot work because MX is currently down. Do you understand? So a customer can raise a request and say, I'm unable to send, I'm unable to receive. Some persons will be like, I can even send, but I cannot receive. So the things you check is your MX records or your DNS records and your license. So even if your records are right and your license is not working, it is gone. It will still not work. Do you get? So now, I was not able to find my navigation. Let me not waste your time. Maybe once I'm fully settled, I'll take my time to look for that navigation to get to the publication for that. But now, what you do is you publish all these records. And then Microsoft will add it. This is how you publish them. You go to the environment and you say add record. It may be a little. It will either be configure DNS, manage DNS, or add DNS records or DNS records. The first thing is the type of record you want to add. What's the name? It is a TXT record. Don't mix them. If you mix them, Microsoft will tell you they cannot detect it. Are we here?
I didn't get that. Can you go right again?
All right, now, for you to publish any record, you must first of all know the type of record. If you are publishing an MS records, you can't call this place TXT. If you are publishing CNAME, you can't call this type another name, a record or whatsoever. Do you understand? So what we are publishing now is TXT. So the type is TXT. The name, some domain providers this is also tricky. Some domain providers will give you an auto-generated name from that domain providers. Microsoft will give you their own name, which is the @ sign. This is the TXT name, which is also what they require here. But some domain providers will not allow you fill this column. They will give you their own. So now Microsoft says this is what we want. TTL, which is time to leverage or time to propagate. Microsoft is saying it is 1 hour. So we'll change this to 3,600. That's in seconds. Also for 1 hour. Then TXT data is this one, or TXT value, TXT data or TXT value. Do you understand? And then you paste and then confirm. So you just give it a little time and then the record is added. Now, this is where the proficiency comes in. Some domain providers, you see, we've published it here. Some domain providers will wait until this TTL fully counts. That's the 3,600. That's 1 hour, 1 hour. Some will even do 1 full day. Some will do 2 days. Some will even do over a weekend. And then you come back on Monday and start working. So now we've published it. Now let's tell Microsoft continue to verify. So Microsoft is doing their own work now. They are checking if you've published, if all the records are published. All the records are published. Once they detect that record, that it is published, then they will tell you it is okay. All right, now I feel it's okay because there's no error here anymore. And then you click continue. So it is finished, meaning they've detected it. Do we understand? Are we here?
Yes,
Yes,
we're following.
yes.
Yes, we are following.
Okay, so now the domain is fully set up.
Where do you get record?
Okay, the record is gotten from the Microsoft interface. Then you publish it with your domain providers. Now I'll give you a little background. Microsoft does not have the power or the ability to register a domain. Registration of domain is like registration of business in Nigeria. Do you get? There's an agency responsible for registering businesses. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, they'll give you a name. Yes, they'll give you an identity. You register it. If anybody wants to use it, they'll tell you, this identity is taken, or somebody else has taken it. Do you get? That's how registry, domain registry is. Once you want to go and check, just that in the email world, domain registration is done by a whole lot of persons or a whole lot of organizations, like the QServer, GoDaddy, and everybody. Microsoft does not have that capacity to register a domain. Microsoft does not also have the capacity to manage a domain. Manage a domain in the sense that maintenance, structuring, and making it available for use. It is not just to buy it. You also maintain it and make it available for use. Do you get? Now, the only thing Microsoft has your domain for is for use to send and receive emails. So now, for you to be able to now send and receive email with that domain, you need to tell Microsoft, I own the domain. Now, for you to tell Microsoft you own the domain, Microsoft will give you this record. Okay, so you say you get the domain, Abi, or you're going to publish these records with wherever you bought the domain from, or those hosting your domain. Then you publish it. Then you go back to the Microsoft Admin Center, and then you tell Microsoft, go and verify, just like Peter Obi. Or you go and check. I told you I own it. You say, make I publish this. All right, I don't publish, and you go and check. Microsoft will now check and say, oh, okay, you own it. Now, for you to now send and receive email, or you publish this one. Let's see if they are emailing configuration via that place is actually active. Those are some of the maintenance they do for you. Then you publish this. Check if they can be able to assist in protection. Then you publish your TXT. Check if they can be able to keep your identity with auto discover. Then you publish this one. Then you now tell Microsoft, oh, yeah, go and verify again. Then Microsoft will go back to Google Host, like they did for me now, and go and verify TXT, verify MX, and verify CNAME. Now, if they verify the three, do you get, and discover that MX is not correct, they will verify this two. They'll tell you this two is okay, but this one like this have problem. Go and publish it again. Are we following? Are we there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Then you go back there, publish the MX records. Then Microsoft will go back there and verify. Once the MX record is complete, then Microsoft will show you this status healthy. If one,
Sorry,
only one, yeah.
Please, sorry
Yeah,
to
go on,
take
go
you
on.
back. You said TLT means
No
what?
problem.
And what does it mean by 1 hour? I want to get that very well. Why is it 1 hour? What is TLT, and then why is it 1 hour written there?
Now TXT is the time
No, not
Microsoft is telling you.
TXT. The
TTL.
TLT. Is it TLT or
TT,
TIC?
TTL.
Okay,
TTL.
I'm not
Time to
seeing it very.
leverage.
The write-up is very small. Okay, TTL.
Oh, sorry.
Time to leverage.
So now, yes. Now Microsoft will tell you, this is the time we can verify that domain for, like the propagation time.
Okay.
Are we following? So
Yeah.
that's Microsoft is telling you, Omo, you will give us 1 hour, even if they can do it 5 minutes. So they are still trying to tell you, Omo, it is this 1 hour that will check. Once they have published it and your domain registrars have confirmed that it is published, give us 1 hour to verify.
Okay. Okay, thank
Do
you.
you get?
Okay. Can I also add can I add something?
Yes, sir.
Right.
So you can also call the TTL time to live. You know, when they say something goes live, that means that thing starts happening.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it means in 1 hour, your emails, your domain should be good to go. You understand? So that 1 hour now is the time they will use to verify. Sometimes you will see that your domain does not show LD instantly. It might take 10 minutes, can take 20 minutes, sometimes instantly. But that 1 hour is like the max. Do you understand?
Okay.
So
Yes,
that's just
sorry. Now that 1 hour is from Microsoft side. It is not from your domain registrar side.
Okay.
Now your domain registrar side is 10 minutes to 48 hours.
All right.
So after that 10 minutes to 48 hours, Microsoft 1 hour will now start on their own end. So if your domain registrars do it as soon as possible, Microsoft will also verify it as soon as possible within that 1 hour.
Okay.
Are we following?
Okay, I understand that. Yes.
All right, so let's
So
go
please,
to
for
go on.
clarity.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
So for clarity, now
Yeah.
I've gotten my domain. So
Yeah.
from there I get my TST, the MS and shame. Then I come back to my Microsoft.
Sorry, it is CNAME.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll come back to my environment, my exchange environment, and have the domain,
Yeah.
right? With
That
all
is
this
correct.
information. So
Yes.
for the my Microsoft to actually recognize it, I need to now go back to manage my DNS and publish it for them to correlate the registration. Am I right? I mean the numbers that I've already inputted for them to check.
Now you have to publish it and then they will go and check.
All right. Okay.
Name server IP address. Let's see all those people they do today. Thomas, they see your Nigerian people. It doesn't stress me.
All right, so Ibiyika, you actually get the idea. Let me just add some. So you actually get the idea of it, just the way Goldis has explained, right? When you get the domain, you go to your admin center and add the domain. Now, when you add the domain, Microsoft will now give you those information, the TXT, the CNAME, and um MX.
The MX, yeah.
Yes. So once Microsoft give you that detail, you go back to where you bought the domain, add those details. Then once you do that, you come back to the admin and then click on verify. So Microsoft will now go and check that domain to see if you actually added it correctly. Immediately you add the confirm, it will show LD on the admin side. Then you'll be able to use it to send emails. So that's just it.
I wish I can just add this domain from scratch so that it will be a lot more easier, but Googles are just stressing me. Let's see. All right, let's away from that. We can now go to adding of email addresses. So you go to active users on your Microsoft 365 environment, and then you create a user. Now, this user, because the reason it is called a user is the presence of a password and a license. So it is not only by having a user that you can send and receive emails. You can also use a shared mailbox to send and receive emails. Now, the difference between a user mailbox and a shared mailbox is this. A user mailbox needs a license, needs a password to function. Shared mailbox does not need a license. It needs delegate permission to function. So you can actually have a shared mailbox, but you cannot access it because you don't have permission. You don't have permission into that shared mailbox.
Anymore. Not the only one.
It's network again. All right, just hold on. I'll share again.
I'm seeing it now. I've gone up again.
Yeah, is it better now?
Yes, I can see it now. Thank you.
You're welcome. So a user mailbox needs a license and a password. Shared mailbox does not need a license. It only needs delegate permission. Do you understand? Once you have delegate permission to a shared mailbox, then you'll be able to see the emails. You'll be able to also send and receive. Do you understand? So let's create a user mailbox, and then you see you can actually have more than that in one tenant, in the sense that you can be running 4 or 5 businesses in one Microsoft tenant. So on this one, we'll do REST 2, display name, R2. Then from here, you will see all your domains that you have. All these are the on Microsoft. These are Microsoft's default domains. But if you have a custom domain, it will also be listed here. So you can see your G96, and then you can create your password for the user account. Vito, were you the one that said you were a user admin in your organization? Or George?
Thank you, George.
Victor George. Okay. So this should not be new to you. So the first name, display name, email address, and then password, you click next. If your password is not strong enough, they will not allow you past that stage. And then now you choose your license. This license will give you mailbox. This one will give you mailbox. This one too. This one will not. This one will not. This one will not. This one also will not. This one will not. This one will not, this one will not. The reasons these ones can give you a mailbox is, first of all, they are base licenses. Base licenses are licenses that are all compassing. They can give you services of more than one workload. For example, this license now is the highest of the business licenses, the business premium. It can give you emailing services. It can give you Teams services. It can give you storage, which is SharePoint and OneDrive. It can also give you security. It can give you OneNote. It can also give you the ability to download the Office suite and activate it on your computer, be it Windows, be it iOS. Do you understand? So most times, if you have this on your environment, I always choose it above every other
Hello, sir,
license.
but before you go further,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt, please.
No problem, no problem.
My network is a bit slow, so I didn't get which of the licenses you say is the highest of them all.
This is the highest of the business level, business premium. Now, this is the highest of the enterprise level. There are two channels. The difference between those two channel, it's not like they can't work together. The difference between the two of them is the size of your company. Do you guess? Okay. A business company should end in 300. Enterprise is from 300 and above. Let's say the Dangote refinery, for example. Now, if the users in a tenant are now going above 300 users, it is no longer registered as a business environment. It is now an enterprise environment. That is where the E5 comes in. And the difference between E5 and the business premium is, first, they are for different environments, business and enterprise, and also security features. There are some security features you don't see in business premium, but they're there in the enterprise because of how big the company is. So the protection requirement for those kind of big companies are actually created on the E5. Now, in some instance, E5 does not come with Teams. You see, E5, no Teams. So you have to buy another license that will give you Teams. You can use Teams Premium on Teams Enterprise. Now, while we're still starting, we heard that an external organization sued Microsoft because of their functionality, which is Teams. Nobody was using Zoom or every other meeting functionality anymore. So the resolve was that Microsoft will create another license that the person will now add it, in the sense that you are now telling the whole world that you chose it. Because some person said, we didn't choose it, we only bought Teams or E5. So you now tell the whole world that I chose Teams over Zoom by buying an extra license like the Teams Premium to give you Teams for E5. But if you're a small business, they will be like, okay, you don't have money to buy more license, you just get your business premium. This Teams, this E5, it's close to $30 or more, if not $52 for a month, this E5. Then the business premium is about $22 per month. Yes, Muna no shock say because I get 50 here, when I say I pay, this is a free tenant. You get? That's why I have a lot. So this is about $22. This is about $50. Let's do a little diversion after creating this user so you also see. So here you choose the admin rules for the user. You can create the user without an admin role, meaning they can't see the admin center. You can also create them with an admin role. This is the highest admin role in an organization. This is the highest. That's the global administrator. This is for Exchange admin. This is for AI, SharePoint, Teams, user. This one can only create user, but it cannot create an admin user. It can only create just an ordinary user without admin rules. This one can help you access the SharePoint admin center, the Teams admin center, Exchange admin center. Do you understand? So we'll just create a user. and click next, you can do a review and then you finish adding. Now I said we're going to do a little diversion. So let's close this. Let me show you licenses a little bit. So for you to get a license, you go inside the Microsoft environment, you click on purchase services, or sorry, marketplace. And then I think the network is kind of slow. All products. All right, choose your all products, and then you search for the license you want. Now, Business Basic is the list of the business licenses, which is all encompassing of all the workloads, like your Teams, your Exchange, your OneNote, your Word, your Excel, your SharePoint storage. But the limitation of this license is that Microsoft did not create it for you to use it on your desktop application, meaning you can only use it on the web and on your phone. Do we understand?
Okay.
Yes. Then this one is the business premium I was saying. So you see, it's $22 per month. E3, which is of the enterprise license, the E stands for enterprise, is 23. And then the E5, this is Office E5, is $53 per month. Do you understand? Now, there are other licenses called standalone license. Now, this is OneDrive for business. This is just for storage. Plan 2. There's a plan 1. Plan 1 will give you 1 terabyte. Plan 2 will give you up to 5 terabytes. And if you exhaust your 5 terabytes, it can extend to 25 terabytes. Then this is Exchange Online Plan 1. It only gives you access to emails, nothing more. Access to email and nothing more. There's also Exchange Online Plan 2, which also gives you access to email. Difference between Plan 1 and Plan 2 is Exchange Online Plan 1 gives you access to 50 gig. Exchange Online Plan 2 gives you access to 100 gig of storage. Now, by design, business licenses, all business licenses gives you 50 gig worth of email storage. So for you to get up to 100 gig, you have to buy standalone Plan 2, Exchange Plan 2. But the e-licenses, that's the enterprise licenses, comes with 100 gig worth of storage for your emails. So it comes with Plan 2. That's the e-licenses. Are we following? So let's go back to what we are doing.
Hello, sir. Please, you are fast about it. The first one you said that it cannot be used on phone or desktop. I didn't get that part, please. If you can just repeat this part, this license, please.
Okay. Now, this Business Basic is the list of the Microsoft licenses. Do you understand? It's the list of the business Microsoft licenses that is encompassing of the Office suite. Now, this Business Basic will give you access to the whole Office suite. That's what I'm saying. But you cannot use it on your desktop. So for you to access Word with this license, it has to be on the web. For you to access Excel, it has to be on the web. But your Business Premium, and there's another one called the Business Standard. Let me show you. It's going to give you access to Office suite on your desktop.
Please, I want to ask that person one question. Does the person that asked this question now, do you know what he meant by the web and desktop? Who asked the question?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Sanusi.
Oh, okay. So you understand what he meant by desktop?
Yes.
Okay. Let me throw more light on the desktop. Now, the desktop is your ability to see your Word document on your computer like this. That's what I mean by desktop. Your Word, your Excel, your PowerPoint, your Access on your computer like this. Do you get? Now, if you're using a Business Basic, you will not be able to activate all those applications on your computer. It will not work. Even if it works, it is a mistake. It is not like, because there are some customers that will call in that it was working before, it's no longer working now. It is by mistake. It is like when this Microsoft system fell asleep, you now quickly had access. It was by mistake. If there is a little refresh or propagation of the system, it's going to shut you out and require you to log in again. And then you now raise a ticket and say, I used to log in before, but now I can no longer log in. And then there's a problem. Then the first thing you go and is the license of the user. Once you check the license of the user, then you discover that this person a Business Basic they use. Then you now gather your Mozu and tell the person you're using a Business Basic. It's not supposed to work. If the person do, you take the person to the marketplace, and then let's analyze how to see it. So you click on details. This network is terrible today. Sorry for a delay. And then you can see your details here. Do we see? Or let me do a little compare. Let me do a little compare. It will give you more details. Compare Business Premium, then compare. Let's compare the three of them. So you see what Microsoft actually created them for. Now, phones, tablets, users, 555. Installation on PC or Mac, Business Basic is not allowed. So there is a dash. Do we understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what it means. So there's nothing here. So as soon as you bring the customer here like this, customer sees it, they will still be, but you cannot do anything. Just look for a document. There's a Microsoft documentation out there that says you cannot use it on this thing. So just send them the documentation. If they see chat, send it to your manager, and then your manager will look into it. Are we following? Yeah.
Yes.
So let's go back to the Exchange portal. I believe we've been able to see how it works. Then now we've created a user mailbox. We created, I think, Trust. Funny name. Trust 2. Yeah, or REST 2. This is the one we created. So this user now has a mailbox, has OneDrive for storage, also have Teams. So you can click on the username to check if all those things are active by clicking license and apps. And then scroll down, you see all the apps the person can access. Then you scroll down, avatar in Teams. The avatar in Teams is that's my face you're seeing. That's avatar in Teams. The avatar for Teams, additional, and then every other Exchange Online Plan 1, online archiving, and a lot more. So these are the features that comes with it, all of them. So you can scroll up and then click on mail. Then you will see your storage for that user. 50 gig. But because of the whole setup, the person will now have 8.30 or 303 KB used already. So their mailbox is active already. And then you look into OneDrive. Error trying to, so it's still propagating. It's trying to create the user's OneDrive. So already your mailbox is active Microsoft is trying to prepare your OneDrive. And if you log into this user account, you click on the 9 dot here, you will be able to see all these applications, including Teams, Word. All these are online version. So if you download the app suite, you will get the desktop version. You may be asking, how can I download the app suite? Don't worry, we'll carry you there. So you go to your landing page for office.com, like we did yesterday, office.com, you log in, it will bring you here. And then click on apps, more apps, and then top right, and just give it 1 second. Yes, top right, you see install apps, Microsoft 365 apps. And then you follow the prompt and install. Like I said, once you're having a business basic, you will not be able to use it on the desktop. And so you will not see that icon on the top right that says install apps. Are we following?
Yes.
Yes. Sir, good.
Yes,
Sir,
please.
good.
Yeah.
Please rewind a little. Rewind a little, please.
All
Back
right, now.
to office.com.
I think when you are explaining, you can actually carry on asking some questions at
Sir
every
Victor,
step
your
so that
voice is very low.
somebody will not take you back all the way in.
Oh, okay. Sorry
What I was
about that.
saying is when he's taking a step, he can ask questions, making sure that people are following so that somebody will not take you all the way back.
Okay, I understand. So once a user is created, let's say you join a company and then a user is created for you. The first way for you to know the kind of license you've been given is just for you to go to any browser. For example, let me use a different browser now. And then I'll type in office.com. It may log me in automatically because my details, okay, it didn't log me in. Sign in. Okay. Okay, it logged me in automatically. So the only step you missed is the password, email address and password page, and then possibly authentication page. That's the only step you missed. Do you understand? So once it brings it here, you just click on apps, left navigation. Click on more apps. It's going to show you all the apps you can access on the central page right now. Now, if you don't see this icon on the top right, can everyone see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it shows that your license cannot be used on your desktop because you are not allowed to install apps. Meaning you cannot use it on your desktop, on your MacBook, whatsoever, on like remotely on your computer. You cannot. So you are just going to be using it on the web. So from here, you can access your Outlook, that's your emails. You can also go to Word documents, Excel, PowerPoint, Notebook, or OneNote, OneDrive, Teams, SharePoint, and Clipchamp. Clipchamp is for videos. Clipchamp is for
Before you go
videos.
on,
Yeah.
when if you're using a Windows system and you're installing your Microsoft Windows, all of this app come with it, right?
Yes.
Speak, increase your voice.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Victor, I didn't hear what you said.
I said when using a Windows system and then you install your Microsoft Windows, all of these apps come with it. So can you use them as they are with the license like Microsoft and Business Basic in creating
Take that
Word
again.
or creating?
Take that
I say
again.
when installing your Microsoft Windows on your Windows system,
Yeah.
Word, Excel, and all of these things come with the window, right?
if you're installing it, like let's say you click this and then you install it. Word, Excel,
No, that's not
everything.
no, that's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying.
Okay.
So if I get you right, like when you buy a new laptop,
Yes.
right? Windows, when they've installed Windows on it, Word, Excel, all these applications come with it. That's what you mean, right?
Yes.
Now we have different versions of Office. That
Okay.
Office now that you have that was installed is not a business version of Office. So even if you
Okay.
have Business Basic and you try to log in, it will not work. It will ask you
So you cannot access your
yes,
document with
yes, it will ask
that business
you
basic.
what they activate. It will ask you to activate your Office with the business account.
Okay.
So if you don't have a standard or higher, it will not activate. Do you
All
understand?
right. I understand
So
now.
good is you get this question now.
Yeah, I understand now. Now, just to divert a little, apart from Microsoft Business, there's Microsoft Personal and Microsoft Family. That's a whole different Microsoft package. It does not go with M365, but they can be called M365 Family, but it is classified under personal subscriptions. You get so if you want to differentiate it, there's personal subscriptions, there is business subscriptions. So both business and enterprise are classified as business. Personal accounts and family accounts are classified as personal. What I'm trying to point at is this. Even with your family account, you can use your Word document. Do you get? But that is on the basis of you being able to install it first. If it's already on your computer and you have a family subscription, you can use your family for your Word to activate your Word. If it is not in your computer yet, you have to download it. And that's where the business comes in. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So after getting to this point, you click on install. If you don't see this install apps, just know you are using a lesser license. And then you are expected to use it only on your phone and on the web. On the web, in the sense that if you want to do Word document, you click on Word and then you create whatsoever you have here, and then you try to download your document. If you cannot download it, you find a way to use PDF, move it to OneDrive, and then share it via email. Are we following?
Okay. Yeah, following.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to where we were, and then let's go back to Exchange. Now on Exchange, you can create your shared mailbox from here. So a shared mailbox does not use a license. It only uses delegate permissions, and you cannot log into it. Another thing is mailbox does not stand on its own. It needs rather a user mailbox to stand. So your shared mailbox can actually exist, but you cannot see it until you have a user account that you get delegate permissions from. For example, now let's create the shared mailbox and the name is REST3, email address is arrow3. Let's select a domain, G96, and then let's create. Now, like that other user mailbox, which is REST2, I can actually send this user email address and the password to Victor, George, Midrel. Do you understand? And then the person can just go into his own browser and log in and be able to continue activities. But now this shared mailbox, I cannot send this email address to you to access, because you first of all need a user mailbox and you need delegate permission on that user mailbox to continue. Guys, give me 1 second. Let me plug in. Give me 1 second.
Hello, please, am I the only one that is not hearing anything?
Yeah, I think he said we should give him some minutes.
Okay.
Trying to plug in his laptop.
I was about asking the same question, so I thought my screen froze or something.
So you didn't hear when he was saying he needs some
He'll
minutes to
come back,
plug
sir.
in.
I heard it, but he said 1 second. This is like almost 5 minutes.
You're in Nigeria
Yeah,
now.
after he comes back, he say
We
plug
just
in.
2 minutes.
You're in Nigeria now. Why is it 1 second? You know, see now.
Just 2 minutes.
1 second is like saying excuse me for a little bit. So
Exactly.
it's definitely going to take you long.
2 weeks. How now? As how now?
But I hope you guys are understanding, Sha. That's the main thing. Ask questions. Yeah. Idoku.
I'm
Yes,
understanding, but I also need to know. Sorry, where can we get the recorded passes?
So when you're done, I'll paste the link to the
I need
WhatsApp.
For
yesterday's one.
yesterday's one too.
Yes,
Hmm.
both. I'll post everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
okay,
all
guys.
these
Gradual process.
Sorry for cutting in. Yes, I'm back.
No.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay.
welcome back.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I had to go and get the gen. So we have on this page, when you get to your Exchange admin page, this is called recipient. Now this recipient is further broken down to mailbox, groups, resources, and contact. Meaning all of them can also receive messages in your Microsoft environment, but the most used is mailboxes. Mailboxes is also shared into user. You see recipient type, users, and like the one we created just now, REST3, shared. Do we understand? While this one has a license and password, this one does not have a license. It only has delegate permission. Now you may be asking, why will somebody just sit down and be looking for shared mailbox? Shared mailboxes were created. The rationale behind shared mailboxes is that for companies that has customer service, inquiry, info, and then invoices email, can just create a shared mailbox to receive those emails, and you don't have to pay for it, so that those that are in authority, that in that like HRO, can be able to get into that mailbox and get information. For example, there are sometimes you're working with or you receive an email from UBA or from any financial institution, and at the bottom you see no reply. Has anybody seen that before?
Yes.
It is actually from a shared mailbox. It's actually from a shared mailbox. There's no need for you to reply, because nobody go answer you. While there are some, like inquiry mailbox, somebody will respond to you. Now, a user mailbox, it is configured for only one person to log in and have access, even though some persons try to give more than one person's access and then destroy the configuration. A shared mailbox can house as high as 25 persons using it at the same time. For example, now click on the username, or before I proceed, any question on that? Any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, once you click on the username, okay. Once you click on the username, you click on delegation. There's a send as delegation, there's a read and manage or full access delegation. Send as delegation is a permission given to you where you can send from your user mailbox, but as this person or as this shared mailbox, in the sense that I can be logged into my user account on Outlook, and then I'll send as info shared mailbox. and you receive the email address as though it came from my info, not even from my email address. For example, I have a shared mailbox here already. And then we'll say new email. If you click on the drop down here, you will see other mailboxes, but they are not registered here. Can you see? They are not registered here, but they are shared mailboxes. Some of them are alias. So let's add that other shared mailbox. Let me add my delegate permission here. So the delegate permission is you adding a user who can access the shared mailbox. That's the delegate permission. Are we following?
Yes.
Yes. So the delegate permission is you adding a user who can access the shared mailbox and also action on the shared mailbox, like send and receive email, and also see the emails. So I'll add myself as somebody who has full permission on the shared mailbox. So it is added now. And then let me go to Outlook, or let me get the email address. Yeah, user ID. And then let me go to Outlook and try to refresh. Sometimes it shows up automatically, sometimes it don't. You have to add it by yourself. So you click on the three dots in front of your email address and then add shared folder or mailbox. And then you paste the email address. Then you click continue. Then you will see it should show up on the left navigation here. Can we see? On the left navigation, it's already showing up as a shared mailbox. Now there is something. Please, anybody try to send me an email. Send an email to this email address from your Gmail as r3@g96.com.ng. Let me show you something. Who is doing that? Anybody?
Navik, over to you.
Anybody? We need to have course rep. Thomas, what do you think? So I'll just take course rep.
Navik or Emmanuel or Ibinka. Make I quickly call him.
Idoko.
Is anybody sending?
In fact, no. Savik, Ibinka, or Emmanuel. One of them.
Una send now. Una send so that we can continue.
Because you are send email now, Savik, please. Savik is not here again, no.
Tofik Avron.
Idoko. I'm not around.
All right, don't worry, I'll send.
Okay. My laptop used to be slow. So that's why I don't want to.
Do you see
R3? No, R3,
okay.
just R3 at g96.com.ng.
Wait, who is sending the mail? Listen.
r3.g96.com.ng. Have you sent?
Yes. I've sent.
Okay. So now the first thing is that you will notice the email may not come into the mailbox of the shared mailbox. Or it came through. That was strange. All right, so Idoko, this is your message.
Okay.
Now, another thing is it was supposed to send a copy of this same email to my own mailbox because I'm also a delegate user. But it's not configured yet. I'm supposed to also get an email that you've sent, a copy of your email, but it's not configured yet. I won't consent again. Subject. George, okay, George. So you can see the email coming in now into that shared mailbox. So now for you to also receive a copy of this email, let's say, for example, you're on your phone and then you were told the message was sent to this mailbox and you don't even have access to this mailbox, but you are a delegate owner, or you don't even know how to add it to your email for you to be able to see emails coming in. What you do is you go to your admin center, under teams and groups, go to shared mailboxes. And then look for arrow 3. And then you edit it. Or not complete, not complete. This is for sent items. And then the other one is you do a forwarding rule. So each email that is sent out from that shared mailbox, a copy is sent to you and the person, and then you do a forwarding rule. On the other one, any mail that you receive, or let me just configure it. So you see, email forwarding. Keep a copy of the forwarding on this mailbox. So let's do Grace. So this is internal forwarding, no, not external forwarding. G96.com.ng. Are we still here?
Yeah, we're here.
All right. So Idoko, please send another message to R3. It may take a little while to propagate, but please just help us.
Idako, Hidoko, and Idako. Okay.
Idako that is sending the message. Idoko is just watching.
Why are you protesting?
So Idako is sending the message.
Okay.
You sent?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. I mean, my network won't mess me up again. Hey. Okay. Okay, so you can see I'm having a copy on my own email address. So this is my own email address and I have a copy. So if you go to that shared mailbox, you will also see another copy. Are we there? This, who is George? George could just keep quiet, send message. You don't go tell us you don't send. Code training in progress. Open with sense. Okay, no Allah. So this one is a different configuration. No worry. We'll get to this list. This is under pending of email disclaimer. Email disclaimer. So it's also under mail flow rule. So I will get one under the mailbox and I also get one in my own environment. Do we understand?
Yeah.
So let's do a quick recap of what you've done today. Let's move on. Let's do a quick recap. So we've been able to check on the roles and permission, mail flow basis, accepted domain, DKIM or DNS records, MX, SPF, and DK. Okay, so what is left now is DKIM and DMARC. We've done overflow of connectors. Now, Exchange Online Protection, EOP, they are the records that protect your email, and it's the same thing as DNS records, SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. The good thing about my domain now is that there is no DMARC record published.
Come again, please.
The good thing about my domain, who sent me email again? Okay. Security protection.
Talk about Exchange Online Protector.
Yeah, Exchange Online Protection, EOP, are the protections for your emails, like those records you are seeing on SPF, DKIM, or DMARC. The full meaning is Exchange Online Protection. It has to do with how this record protects your email. Do you get? Now, breaking down these records, DKIM is an electronic signature that confirms that this email is coming from you. DMARC protects your email and tell the person receiving your email that if this email does not pass your SPF record, for example, if I send you an email and you check the email, you see that there is no SPF record and there is no DKIM, which is the electronic signature. DMARC will tell you or suggest to you that do this to my email. Do we understand? Let me show you. It's still kind of vague. Microsoft DMARC. So it's a record that follows your email out and also tells the person you are sending to that this email is from me. Meanwhile, if you check it, it does not pass your SPF record. That's simple. I'm losing my line of thoughts now. If it does not pass your XPF record, which is the protection record, or what they need to check, the validation procedure of your environment, do this to the email. They will suggest something to you. That's called the policy. So this is what it looks like. This is the record. It is a TXT value. So this is what it looks like. Now, this is the policy. It will suggest to you that reject the policy, quarantine the message, or decide whatsoever you want. Are we following? So your DMARC record is actually suggesting to the person receiving your email that if this email does not pass SPF, that's your SPF check. Or let me put it like this. If my email is coming and you check, there is no SPF record. There is no SPF record. Reject the email, quarantine the email, or do anything you like. Are we following?
Yes, we're following.
That yes looks like, I'm not sure, kind of yes.
Yes, I actually feel if you understand the full meaning of SPF to help our
Okay. Goodies, before you continue, can I repeat something?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So me, the way I would just like explain, because some people like Idoko is quiet. For the fact that she's quiet, it means that she has not really like got So the thing is,
you are fast on this. It's a bit confusing.
yeah. So the thing is, this is like. So the thing is, this is like a way of protecting your emails from getting spam and phishing and spoofed email. Do you understand? So whatever you configure here now is what will happen when your Exchange Online protection flags any email as spam or phishing. So whatever you configure here now is what will happen. If you configure it as quarantine, whatever your Exchange Online protection sees an email that is coming in as spam, right? It's going to quarantine it. If you put it to reject, it's going to reject it. If you put it to none, the email will come in without any any authentication. Do you understand? So that's the
See,
little way me.
sorry. Okay, sorry. Maybe I'm a bit. I want to be sure of something. Now, when
Okay.
you say if an email is coming as spam, is it limited to a particular? How do I put my English? Oh, like do you have to put a particular email? Do you have to put a particular email if it's coming from, let's say victoridako@gmail.com? It should be read as a spam, and if it is a spam, it should be rejected or be quarantined, or
Why are
just
you not
general
using my
messages that come in as
example?
spam. No, I'm just because now. So
I don't know anything.
Okay, let me try.
he
Let me try
knows,
to break
but
it down. Let me try. Okay,
so
now these three records, they are authentication records or validation records. They
okay.
also serve as protection records.
Okay.
The full form of SPF is Sender Policy Framework, indicating that
Okay.
this email is from me. And then DKIM will put a signature of you on that email. SPF is saying, na me get them. DKIM will say, okay, this is the signature that shows na in get them. Are we following? Now, DMARC will now package it and hold it and bring it to your house. That's your own receiving platform. And say, if you discover that after checking and checking, SPF did not pass, you did not see DKIM signature, okay, you are reject, quarantine, or do anything where you like. Are we following now?
Somehow.
No. This is actually trickish. Do you get? But in some instance, you have to explain it to a customer, or in most instances. Now, SPF is a protection record that authenticates that this email is coming from the domain that the email appears to be. For example, let's go to my Outlook. Now, this email says it's coming from Idako and is bearing Gmail as the domain.
Yes.
SPF will stand and say, yes, it is coming from me. DKIM will add it. DKIM is an electronic signature, like I always say, that adds an identity. Like you see Nike now, you see the shoe will say it is Nike. Then you will now look for the logo. The shoe that says it is Nike is SPF. The logo is DKIM. Then the person bringing the shoe to your house is DMARC. And they say, if this shoe is not Nike, reject it, quarantine it, do anything you like, you can burn it. Are we following now? Is it clear now?
Yes.
It's very clear now, ba?
So
now,
also, sorry, let me also give one example. Maybe that will help too before you continue.
Okay.
So now let's say, for instance, now you remember when I created an account for you, I gave you username and password, right?
Yes.
Then that is your login. Normal. That is what is supposed to make you have access to your account. Then at one stage, you were asked to enable MFA. Is that correct? You enabled MFA. That is with your authenticator.
Yes.
Now, see this as like a second layer of security to your email.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So if like you set your policy to none, it means that email will go freely and come in without any security check.
Yes.
But if you set it to quarantine, it's going to calm down, analyze the email, check if that email pass like to come in. If the email does not pass, it will quarantine or reject based on what you select. Do you understand?
Yes. I
Yes.
think let me come in here. I think her question, which I agree with her, and I want to understand where, is are you targeting any email, or you can create a rule that can apply to any phishing email?
Yeah, so this particular one is for
Eh,
general.
It's for the
okay.
domain
It's
itself.
general.
For the
It's
domain, okay, that's
generally.
even why that was my
But
question
you can
actually. For the
configure,
domain.
yeah, you can configure for a particular domain. Sure, you understand?
Like Gmail.
Yes, yes,
That's why you
yes,
use
yes.
transport rule.
Okay.
So go this, you can continue. I think they have better idea
Okay,
now.
sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
thank you very
now
much.
those three records are not published yet, and then let's try to publish them. So you see how they are published. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yes.
Very with you.
Yeah. So you go to your you go to your security portal. Let's do DKIM first. Your DKIM record is a CNAME record because it helps to check or to discover the CNAME record. Your DMARC is a TXT record. Your SPF is a TXT record. So once you get to your security portal or Defender portal, you go to email and collaboration, you go to policies and rules. So the first thing you will notice is that Microsoft calls them authentication records. Once you get to this place, you see the DKIM. So that authentication. Okay, policies and rules. Under threat policies. Can we still see my screen?
Yes, you can see.
All right, then
Yes,
you
we
see
can.
email authentication settings. That is where you have your DKIM. And then DKIM. And then you click on your domain name. There'll be a pop-up page on the right. And then these are the records you have to publish. So we'll be publishing them now. Thank God my Ugos is still up. Services or domain, manage DNS. Thomas, you see your Nigerian host as Abi, they never still publish my newly purchased domain. Very slow people. So this can actually take till Monday.
Why are you
You
accusing our
raise it to get to them. It's a Nigerian company now. That's why.
So Nigeria, we're known for slow services.
So why we always attach to
See,
negative things?
I really don't know. Because me, I don't even know what to say right now. Purchase domain, you still know they show it now. Like this, the domain is showing here, but to manage the as well far. Which one is sorry? Why are you telling me sorry?
That's what you get for going cheap. You should have gone to went to the cheap one. But well,
You've said it. It is
better talk
very, very clear
na
now.
money killer.
It is very clear now. It's very clear. Choose action.
So since they are
Who
not
goes?
collecting plenty money from your hand, they are stressing you.
Actually,
Mr. Gold, like
yes.
what you're doing now, I don't know. could at least carry us along by telling us what and what to click, and then that will take
Okay.
it.
Yeah, now I want to publish the protection records for my domain, which is the DKIM, the DMARC, and the SPF. So the MX is already published. The TXT, which also serves as XPF, is already published. Protection, the identification or ownership record is also published. The normal CNAME auto discover is also published. Now, what is left is DMARC and DKIM. We already know what DMARC and DKIM are already. You understand? So where to publish them is your domain hosters, not inside Microsoft.
Okay.
Microsoft will assist you in getting the records, but you don't publish records in Microsoft because they don't manage your domain for you. Are we following? So yeah, now in your domain registry page, you click on add a record like we did for the TXT. And then you choose the type. DKIM record is a CNAME record, so you choose CNAME. And then the page will change.
Is this still the same place I was giving you issue, or you've gone to another
I actually have
or you're using
I have
He's using it.
two domains. I have two domains
a
already.
different one? Okay.
Yes, the one I
Okay,
purchased
okay.
are still not populated, but I'm using my old domain, which I have already. So you choose the record type, which is CNAME. Then you go to your Defender portal and get the CNAME record. So the name, the host name is sector1 underscore domain key. You publish it under the name. You go back and get the value, which is sector1 G96 to this point. And then you publish it with your domain service provider. Then confirm. There are two records. CNAME are always two records. Do you understand? So after publishing one, you have to publish another one again to confirm the full publishing of CNAME records. So you go and publish sector 2. Are we still here?
Sorry to cut you short.
Yes, please.
When you started this whole publishing thing initially, beginning of the class, you mentioned that when you're trying to add all these records, that they give you their own is it their own domain or something? Is there a way to edit it out? Because I think you said it was most times it's not the same with what is on the
Microsoft
TXT
page.
records. Yes. So is there a way to edit it out to impute the right one, or they insist on using that one they have given you?
Now there
I don't know
are
if you get the question.
yes. To bring it the brighter picture is this. Some domain service providers will not allow you edit all this place, like this pen you get to add your own record. Do you get? At some point they'll tell you use our own. Why some will allow you publish everything. Now the ones that don't allow you publish all of them, Microsoft will go with it like that.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because there are some persons, they will not allow you change this TTL to use the Microsoft 3600. They will not allow you. You will use your own, you use their own by themselves. Or you use your own just like Microsoft will accept it and proceed. Because there is still another record which you have published, like the name, and then every registry have their own policies which follows the way their framework is configured on the back end. So if you are trying to override, you can shut down the entire registry system. So Microsoft also understands that. And then they will come and check, will be like, okay, you publish the name, the value, and the TTL, they say they want to use their own time to live or time to leverage. And that's fine. Let's proceed. Do you get?
Yes.
Yeah, please, can I add something also?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. So for instance, now every domain provider have their own like way of wanting you to publish. Like for some providers, they will tell you that it's 1 hour. Now, some providers will tell you they want it in minutes. So provider will tell you they want it in seconds. So those providers that want you to put it in seconds, all you need to do is just convert 1 hour to seconds,
Okay.
which
The
is
second
3600.
Yes.
So whether 1 hour, 60 minutes, abi? Yeah, 60
Yeah.
minutes or
60 minutes to
3600
1 hour.
seconds. Yeah, anyone, they are the same. Depends on how the provider wants it. Microsoft still see all of
Okay.
them as 1 hour.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I want to
Thank
add.
you. Okay.
All
Because
right.
I
Thank
was
you.
thinking there may be a clash somewhere in between, but it's fine. I understand now.
All right. Okay. So I believe that is clear, and then we're publishing the second record now for sector 2. So once this is published, I'm not all of us were in the class for yesterday. So I showed you yesterday where all my records were down. Can anyone remember? Under Demartian. Can we remember? Don't worry, when I take you, when I take you there, you will see. So now the C name is published. That's the DMARC, DKIM. But the DMARC is not in the Microsoft space. But Microsoft provides you a documentation where you can edit it to what you want. Do we understand? So now this is the record that this is the template Microsoft will provide for you. This one. Then they will tell you, this is what this means, this is what this means, this is what this means, this is what this means. Do we understand? And then, so what we do is that we copy this and then we edit it. This is the template. Or you can also use this one. This one is more straightforward. Let me go to my notepad or Word.
Why are they different?
They are not actually different, they are the same. So if this is an example, but this is the configuration. For example, V is equals to DMARC1. This is the host name, this is the value. Everything here is the value. DMARC1. P can be equal to reject, quarantine, or none. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Are we there?
Yes, yes.
It's only Mildred that is talking though. Are we still
Can
here?
hear you. Yeah, we're here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I'm following. I'm following.
All right, V is equals to DMARC1. P is equals to reject or quarantine or none. PTC is 100, or you can do 0 to 100. Then the email addresses that will receive the notification of your DMARC health, you put them here. They'll mail it to the email address, this or this. So that is the same thing here. So V is equals to DMARC1, P is equals to reject, PTC is 100, or PCT is 100. Then the mail to where records are sent to of your DMARC health also sent to this. Do you understand? So it's the same thing, but this is an example configured by Microsoft, which you can follow to configure your own. So let's configure our own now. So now V DMARC1 is equal to reject. Me, I don't want reject, I want quarantine. So if the email does not pass SPF, please put it on my quarantine. I'll go and check and approve. If I don't want, I'll reject it by myself. Then the email to send all the records to, or the update from my DMARC Health, send it to Goldfish at, let's check the email address. Don't worry about the name I used though. Sometimes it's just to create a quick user and then use it to try out 1 or 2 experiments with regards to issues that you need to work on. So the name is, okay, this is a G.F. This is taking too long. Plans 40.onmicrosoft.com. And then we'll also use the same thing here. It's not compulsory that you must use the same thing here, but you can. Okay. So the value is ready. So let's go to our domain service providers.
Yes, TCT is saying 100. What does that mean?
Let's analyze it together. Can we see? So this is what it means. PCP, percentage. Percentage to fail. DMARC main subject. So I'll try and drop this on the chat so you can also go through to get more information. Is that okay? Okay, so we'll go to Google's and then we'll add a record. So what is the DMARC record? CNAME, MX, TXT, SPF.
TXT.
Victor. TXT. Okay. How many people are in this meeting? That's reduced to 10.
Maybe 10.
Okay. Yeah. So the TXT data is what we just configured. And the TXT name or DMARC name is this, and it is universal. You don't change it. Do we understand? This is the only thing you go and configure to what you want, this one. But DMARC underscore DMARC, it's universal for your DMARC name. Then you can change this to 3600 at your own will. And then you can confirm. So now you've successfully published your DKIM and your DMARC. Now, how do you know that they are fully published? For those that were around yesterday, we used the Martian domain checker, which is this. And then you put in your domain here. For me, it is g96.com.ng. Then you click check domain. Okay. SPF publish, DMARC publish. Are we there? So yes. It also says your DMARC record seems to have some error. Next steps, check and resolve. So let's go back and then let's check what we've published. DMARC.
Yeah, I think it's propagation.
There's also this. Okay, DMARC, this is G.F on Microsoft. Edit record. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with our.
So it could also take some time to propagate. Yeah.
Or there's a need for space between P and D. Well, let's double check. Check domain again. Since there's an error. What's your problem? There's nothing jamming. There's no clash of anything.
It needs to take some time to.
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to be sure that's not from my end. Okay. So that is it for publishing your records, and after some time you can keep checking and checking to be sure. The reason I'm going back to check is just so that it is not my own error, that I'm not missing any spelling, I'm not missing anything. And then you also see the check mark. Once you see the check mark, you are sure that all your records are published. So with this, the teaching is
almost 3 hours. No refreshment.
They sent refreshment out now. Now dispatch right there. I saw you people's address.
Refreshment comes in cash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
please go on.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, please go on. Please go on. We're waiting for you.
Okay.
Me?
All right. Since we configured this one to be quarantined, so how are we going to locate or know which an email is being sent that is going to quarantine for us to see?
Okay.
That's even
now,
the question. How do we access quarantine the message?
Then is this also possible
you
for
may
us to
not
move it from quarantine also?
You may not see your quarantine emails, or not until somebody tell you, I've been sending you emails, so I've been sending you emails, so it's you are not responding to me. Then what you do is come to Microsoft Defender. You can do your message trace first, Exchange Admin Center. Do your message trace to check if the email actually came in. And then you notice that the message went to quarantine. The delay. And then you notice the message went to quarantine. So you go to message, email, and collaboration under Defender. Click on review. Okay, it's loading. Then you access quarantine from here.
So if you are a compliance administrator, right, you are supposed to get alerts for your quarantine emails. That is only the admin. It doesn't mean you that you're a normal user, your email gets quarantined. You will get alerts, or somebody's email gets quarantined. It's not you that will get the alerts, it's only the admin that will get the alerts. And only the admin can release the email from quarantine.
Right now, let's do something. So you see how it appears. Let's do a mail flow rule and send email from Idoko to quarantine. Once you're done, so no verse, I beg. Sorry. My sincere apology. No verse. I know. Say, Thomas, did you remember that customer? I intentionally spoiled your name because you didn't pronounce his own name well. And he wrote it on an email. He wrote it on an email saying that I laughed.
He called me Temos.
You see, it's
Temos. Not
Temos.
Because I made a mistake in his name.
That was the first. That guy was petty. So if the rest, the sender, or is it recipient? No, if the sender we're configuring a mail flow rule now to move email to quarantine so that you see how it looks like. So if the sender is Idako, okay, from Gmail, do the following. Redirect message to the hosted quarantine. Do we understand?
Yes.
Are we still there?
Yes.
We're here.
Yeah,
All right. Now we're trying to create a mail flow rule. Yes, a mail flow rule that any message that comes from this sender, if the sender is this person, then you put the person's email address. Do the following: redirect the message to hosted quarantine. Deliver message to spam quarantine mailbox. Then you click next, click finish. So after we enable it, Idako, you send a mail to R3.
It's Idoko. Before she show you for your dream.
Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas.
No.
It is Idako. In fact, just call him Victor.
See, I'm
Don't worry, I'll be using another name.
Is it Victor from yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Victor you are even talking to. Oh, okay.
That's why you should be the class rep. That's what I was trying to say. So just use Victor. We will understand.
Please, please, better mind your business. Stay quiet.
He knows why I'm on top of his matter. He knows why.
Stay quiet.
Okay, now, so after creating your mail flow rule, you enable it. It is disabled currently. So you enable it. And in a few seconds, it's going to show you enabled. It's going to show you enabled after a little while.
In what cases do you quarantine a message? Because that's like extreme vexing.
Now, the thing is, your email protection, like when you send a mail to me now, your email will go through protection check. Like when you're traveling outside, or you are traveling, you're leaving the country, there is custom check while you are leaving from your own country, and also while you are entering the next country. Do you understand? They will check you. So that's what it is. After that check, they will now decide like, let's deport this person back to Nigeria, or let's put this person on check. Let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. So it's the same thing on your Microsoft environment. So if your email is going out, Microsoft will check if it is sendable. After checking, they will not send it. Then your own receiving end will now check, is this harmful? Is it a spam? Where should we put it? Do you get? Now I'm configuring a rule just to test, right? You get, because you may send 1,000 emails to these tenants and none of them goes to quarantine. So I'm configuring a rule now that will send a message to the quarantine mailbox so that you see how it works.
All right. Can I put an input also? Can I put an input?
Yeah, sure.
So quarantine also is like a temporary mailbox where the email goes to for you to review it before it gets into anybody's mailbox. You understand? So if this one that is set up now, any email that comes for Idako, it will not go directly to the mailbox. It will first go to quarantine. The admin will email. So if he has reviewed it, then he will release it. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
And after a while, if you don't release
so after reviewing,
if you don't release it,
the admin will release it.
If you don't release it, that message will automatically go to deleted though. After a while.
I'm going to ask that question next. That's what happens if it stays too long. Yes.
I think 30 days.
Is there a time frame?
I think 30 days.
Okay.
30 days, it will be deleted. So, Victor, if I start mixing your name again, please send us a mail. Please send R3 a mail.
Okay.
Let's see if the propagation is complete. Once it's complete, your email will go to. Your email should come here.
Message sent.
Okay. Let's go to inbox. If we see it here, that means it's still propagating. The rule is still propagating. But if you don't get it here, okay. Sorry for delay of the network is kind of slow. Okay, no data from here.
Then I don't tag this one. What you would see with this? I said my I don't tag now. What you would see when user says they have it kind of issue.
Yes, now. Okay, is that cool? So this is your message, and this is how it will appear. Now you see the reason. It needs review. Quarantine reason. Transport rule. You get. So it is your. Which kind of subject is this? Let me in. Okay. Okay. So now the reason it's showing 2 is because a forwarding copy was also sent to quarantine. That's the auto forward was also sent here for review. Whether Grace should also check, and then arrow 3 is also. Do you get? So once you check the person, and you be like, this is my guy. Oh, you just check the box, or you check the box from up.
Just let me in.
Then release. Or you can also delete. You can also submit for a review, or you download the message. You go and
which
check.
Box are you checking?
The box for the users.
Okay.
For the messages, once you check it, the part that was graded out before will now be available to yes. So all of the outputs, when you click on check, and then you release the message, send copy to other recipients. No, just click release the message. Then after a little while, you will get the messages on your mailbox. So you don't need to even tell them which mailbox they are going to.
So after releasing the subsequent mail, are they going to be quarantined or they'll just get through?
Now, if it is with regards to mail flow, there's a mail flow that brought them here.
Yes.
They will still go to quarantine.
Okay.
Do you get? They will still go to quarantine. If it is regards to SPF, may still go to quarantine. The reason is because the spam confidence level may drop. Yesterday I told you about spam confidence level. So if the next email you send passes SPF check, they'll go to mailbox directly. So you see them here now. It's in the mailbox. Do you understand? This is now in the mailbox. And if you go to the other one, it should also be here. You understand? So because of the transport rule we configured, the next one you send will still come to quarantine.
Okay.
So we can now delete the transport rule. If you delete the transport rule, all your emails should now go to mailbox. But if the transport rule remains, they will still go back to quarantine. And then you have to go there and review. Now, the reason I say it may, if it is with regards to SPF failure, when they check the sender policy framework, like when they check your visa and you did not pass the first time, they send you to quarantine. That's with regards to authenticating the DKIM, DMARC, and SPF. If they check it and the first time it didn't pass, they send you to quarantine. Then you now went and work on your visa. Then you came back the second time. Then they check it. They'll be like, oh, okay, this is authentic now. All right, you can pass. That means the first time you can be quarantined. Then the second time you can go to mailbox. But if you fail the second time, you still go to quarantine. And you may even be rejected, depending on the rule that you set. So I'd like to confirm if any other person has any other question. We've come to the end of the class. This was a straight 3 hours class.
Yes.
So
okay, I have the last question.
Sir Vic, fear God.
Yeah, sure, shoot.
Mrs. Mildred, please leave me alone.
3 hours.
Leave me alone.
3 hours, 3 hours, 1 minute, 3 hours, 2 minutes.
Okay, the question is just the question is just simple. It's on what we have done before. I was curious to ask, if you host a domain, all the records we published, is it that you're going to publish them all at once, or is as you need them?
Sorry, your network is
okay.
breaking.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me? All right. I said when you get a domain and you're going to publish your record, DNS records, are you going to publish them all at once, or as the need arrives?
It is better you publish them all at once.
Okay.
But if you don't have time, maybe you just want your emails to start going out, you can just publish the MX. It will show possible service issue, but your emails will still go and come out. Like you can still send and receive. But if you have the time, it is advisable you publish everything at once.
Okay. I also add something.
And then your emails, yeah.
Okay, see, to be very honest with you, every record has the role they play in your emails.
Yes.
So if you publish one and leave one, you're going to like give yourself hard time. Like for instance, if you publish only MX, emails will come in, but you'll not be able to access them because you need your CNAME to be published for you to access your Outlook. You need your TST to be able to log in. Do you understand? So if you don't publish all of them, you have issue. So it's better to just do all of them.
Okay. So I understand what you said now, and then some of this record, like the MX, TXT, and CNAME, has a sub record as well. Like from what I'm seeing here, no, a sub record, like the DMARC, the DKIM, and the rest under CNAME. Are you with me?
Now, CNAME is a type of record. Like when I say Yoruba, it's a tribe. Do you get? Now, there are some sub categories in Yoruba. For example, you see Yoruba from Ondo, Yoruba from Ibadan, Yoruba from Ogun. I don't know their actual ethnic group, because I know there are some thick Yoruba and there are some just shallow Yoruba. Do we get?
Yes.
So also, C name is an umbrella for some other records. Now, DMARC is a sub record for TXT. So TXT is like their OGA or the identity. Then every other person comes to pick from it now. For example, SPF is a type of TXT. DMARC is a type of TXT. Do we get? DKIM is a type of CNAME. Then CNAME also, do we understand? So the identity of the record is TXT, the identity of the record is CNAME, the identity of the record is MX. MX is direct, that's not a problem. Now, ownership, there's also an ownership record called TXT also. SPF, protection record, TXT. DMARC, authentication record, TXT. So TXT is like the umbrella identity, while you have small other records under it. That's the sub records.
Okay.
If that answers your question.
Okay. Yes. When the need arise, my call on you anytime.
Your network is breaking.
I said whenever a need arise and anyone is missing, like again? I said whenever the need arise and there is a missing link, we might call on you or Mr. Thomas to know which one is missing and which one have not activated that is giving us issue.
That's not a problem. You can also get the tools. You can also use your tools. MX2Ball is a great tool that you can use. Do you get? This is MX2Ball page. So just put in your domain name and just do MX lookup. You can also click on the drop down and then you see CNAME lookup.
Okay.
You can check this to check all the DNS records. DMARC lookup. There's also DKIM lookup. You can also check if your domain is blacklisted. All the lookups, all the emails. You can also ping your domain from here. Do you understand? So MX lookup is like all compassing of everything. But most times I just try to use the Martian because it shows me this three. Once I see this three, I know this one is covered. Let's now go to MX and the other records. DMARC, SPF, and DKIM is covered. Let's go to the other one. Do we understand?
Yes.
So
thank you so much.
That's it.
I think that's all from my end.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other question from any other person? And please don't forget, at the end of this training, tomorrow we are not having anything.
Can I suggest something?
For me? Yes, please.
All right, maybe this Saturday's lecture, since it's 3 hours straight, we might be asking some clarification question. I said since on Saturday's lecture is 3 hours straight, so we might be asking some clarification of questions.
It's supposed to be 2 hours, but the reason we are doing I did 3 hours is because yesterday was sorry for cutting in. Yesterday was introduction and we didn't really do much, and there were a lot we had to touch this weekend. So I don't want to lose anything out. So we have to touch
subsequently
everything.
it will be 2 hours.
That is correct.
All right. So my suggestion is it will still be good, so that maybe like 15 minutes to the time for your own safety, like my sister Idoko Abidako, sorry. So said that we should fear God.
I'm a brother.
So you heard it, and everybody did like they did not
You
hear
know,
it.
15 minutes to the end of the lecture. Just give it to time of discussion so that exactly the time everyone can close and just move on. Yeah.
For some of us, the Saturdays are busy as well.
Yeah, it's the
very busy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry for that. The reason today is kind of
the
reason today is kind of jam-packed is because we didn't really do anything yesterday. You understand? We didn't
That's
do
why
anything yesterday.
she's saying we should fear God. Even me, I have to fear God self because you've tried.
I don't fear God
talking for
already.
3 hours.
Subsequently, see,
Three
you know, this
hours,
support
no refreshment.
this support job. So this support job